Genesis 1, in the beginning. It's a story of God's creation. Let us learn few lessons from Genesis 1. But let's learn it from the perspective of God. Genesis 1 verse 3 it says, God said. You'll see that statement again and again. So remember, there is a divine purpose for our life. Verse 4 it says, God saw the light and it was good. We see that again and again in this chapter. So there is a divine inspection. God looks at our life, how we are living. The same verse it says, God divided the light and darkness. There is a divine separation. We are separate from the world and the habit of sin. Verse 5 it says, God called the light day. We see that statement again and again. God called. There is divine naming. We are called as the children of God. God has called us to be His people. Verse 16 it says, God made two great lights. There is divine regulations. God has given the Word of God so that we are ruled by the Word of God. Verse 17 it says, God set them in the firmament of heaven. Where we are, it's divine placement. God has placed us in places where we can be impactful. In verse 21 it says, God created. There is a divine work of creation. Our desires has been changed, our longing has been changed. God has transformed us to be like Him. Verse 22 it says, God bless them. We all need divine favor that God will help us to fulfill the plans for which we are created. So remember, there is a divine purpose, divine inspection, divine separation, there is divine naming, divine regulation, divine placement, and divine work of creation and divine favor. How precious we are. God's wonderful creation. God bless you. Let us learn the word. Please do read Genesis 1.